Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into a topic that honestly is all about freedom, flexibility, and just a totally new way of thinking about your money. We're talking about passive income, and in this explainer, we're going to give you the 2025 guide to making it happen.
You've probably heard this question a million times, right? But it really gets to the absolute heart of what we're talking about today. It's not just some catchy phrase, it's the core promise of passive income, building systems that work for you, even when you're not.
So, what is this dream of passive income really all about? Let's break it down. At its core, passive income is just money you earn without constantly trading your time for it. It's the cash that comes from an asset, and that asset could be anything: a stock, a house, or even a digital product that you created. This slide just lays it out so clearly. Active income, on the left, that's the hamster wheel most of us are on. You trade your time for money. You stop running, the money stops. Simple as that. But passive income, on the right, that's the goal. An asset that makes money all by itself. When you separate your time from your earnings like that, your income can grow in ways a regular salary just never could. But let's be super clear about this. This is not about getting something for nothing. Passive income is the reward for the hard work or the smart investment you put in up front. It's a long-term game, not a lottery ticket. Generally speaking, there are two main roads you can go down. The first one, well, it's for those of you who already have some capital to invest. This is all about making your money start working for you. And as you can see, there's a great range of options here for putting that cash to work, from the really traditional stuff like real estate and stocks to more modern ideas like becoming an angel investor. Let's dig into a couple of these. Dividend stocks, a total classic. You're basically buying a tiny piece of a big established company, and as a thank you, they give you a cut of their profits. It's one of the most reliable ways to build a steady stream of income over the long haul. And then, of course, there's real estate. Now, buying a rental property is obviously a huge investment, but there's a much more passive way to get in on the action. They're called real estate investment trusts, or REITs. These are basically companies that own huge portfolios of properties. So by investing in a REIT, you can get a piece of all that rental income without ever having to fix a leaky faucet. Okay, but what if you're thinking, that's great, but I don't have a big pile of cash just sitting around? Well, that brings us to path number 2. This one is all about investing your time, your skills, and your creativity. These ideas are all about using the power of the internet and your own unique talents. You put in the hard work up front to build something, a product, a brand, an audience, and that creation becomes your income-generating machine. Let's just take a specific example from the slide: dropshipping. This model is such a brilliant example of leverage. You can see the steps here. You set up the cool online store and you do the marketing, but your supplier handles everything else, making the product, storing it, and shipping it right to the customer. You never even have to touch the inventory. You know, the real magic of this time investment path is scalability, especially when you're talking about digital products. Just think about it for a second. You spend a few weeks creating an amazing online course or writing a super helpful ebook. Once it's done, you can sell it to 10 people or 10,000 people with almost no extra work. That's an incredibly powerful idea. Okay, so we've covered a ton of options here, from investing in stocks to creating digital art. So the really big question is, how in the world do you figure out which path is the right one for you? And the answer, really, it just comes down to taking a good look at your own resources. You have to be honest with yourself about what you have more of. Is it time or is it money? And you also have to think about your skills and, just as importantly, how much risk you're actually comfortable taking on. This chart just breaks it all down perfectly. If you've got some capital, but you're short on time, hey, dividend stocks or REITs might be a great fit. On the other hand, if you've got a lot of time but not much cash, creating an online course demands a huge upfront time investment. But look at that, it has a very high potential return. See? There's no one best answer, only the best answer for your specific situation. Now, before you race off to get started, it's just as important to know what the common roadblocks are. Knowing what not to do can save you a whole lot of time and a whole lot of frustration. This slide basically shows you the roadmap to failure. It starts with impatience, expecting that seed you just planted to become a giant tree overnight. Then you've got putting all your eggs in one basket, which is always a risky move. And finally, just neglecting your creation. Even a well-oiled machine needs a little tune-up now and then to keep it running smoothly. Avoiding these traps is absolutely crucial. And all of this brings us to one last kind of provocative thought. As technology and AI keep getting smarter, they're making it easier and easier to create and manage these passive income streams. So it really makes you wonder, right? Are we heading toward a future where the whole idea of a job becomes less important and the new normal is just managing your own portfolio of passive income streams? It's definitely something to think about.